Hey, Chelsea. So I don't like all that shitty polypropylene tubing that Red used. The fittings on they're cheap, but the fittings have a tendency to crack as they freeze. So I just got hose leads that were about 6 feet long and made those connections to these timers. I put a 4 hose splitter on there so you can still attach your garden hose. I have left the 2 leads that go to your sprinkler on, and these are off. You can see these are across the valve, so they're off. These are going with the hose, so they are on. So those are charged. You will need to program these to, I think you have an app on your phone for that. So that should be all of that. I moved this concrete water diverter out of there just because I didn't like how it was kinking those hoses. Your hose bib's a little bit low to the ground, but I just like the flow of that better. If you want that there, it doesn't serve any real functional purpose since you've got all these hose leads on. If you want that back in there, I just don't have a shovel with me. We can dig that down and set that back in. If not, I can toss it or drag it to another part of your yard. Those connections are all doped and taped, so they're not leaking or anything like that. You should be good to fire your sprinklers. I assume you're going to need some batteries. I left you an 8-pack that I had in my vehicle there. Now we go to the back. We had a 2 hose splitter back here already. So that is on that hose bib back here, and one is attached to your hose. The one to the hose is off. The one to the sprinkler system is on. You can see the direction of that is with the hose. That one's against the hose. So you are all hooked up to this one again. Do your thing with the app, and there should be enough batteries for that. 3 things I want to talk to you about. Bad news. One, I still don't like this hose bib. Super old style. It works for now. At some point, it's going to fail. I like the frost-proof hose bibs a lot better. That's what we did on the front. We converted that over. And then somewhere around here under your house is the valve that turns all of these on. Perfectly functional now. I'm guessing it's 30 years old. So at some point in the future, I'd like to see you change that valve out. I'm not going to crawl down there to show it to you, but they're horrible. They leak. We go to quarter turn ball valves now. That would be my suggestion for that at some point in the future. Uh, the scale in your pipes. This is that stuff. I know it looks like a pile of something else. I scraped it all out of there. This is just calcium, lime, minerals that's in your water. Pueblo, notoriously hard water. Oh, by the way, here's one of those shitty fittings that was on there that was broken. That's why I went to the hose bibs or the regular hose leads. We have hard water. That's what causes that. Over time, it'll be hard on your washer, your dishwasher, your faucets, your hot water heater. It's just hard on that stuff. I talked to Derek about it because he was in that business before. He said typically the fix for that is a water softener. I don't think you have space for one. I'll talk to my plumber, Nick DeVries, about any other solutions for that. Over time, that scale will build up in your pipes and you'll notice reduced water flow. I don't know that it's anything you need to worry about right now, something you should consider in the future. Since we fired these up now earlier than I thought was prudent, keep an eye on your water bill. Obviously, with your sprinklers going, your water bill is going to be a little bit higher, but look for anything that's ridiculously higher compared to last year. I just want to make sure none of those valves are leaking or dripping or anything like that. They're all good right now, But just want to make sure over the next couple of weeks that we don't have an issue. I mushed a couple of your plant leaves there, but they'll come back. So let me know what you want done with this big piece of concrete. I may have to bring someone younger, stronger, and healthier than me to move that. But if you want it back there, we just need to dig down so those hoses don't kink. In the winter, we're going to take all these hoses off, and when we disconnect, we're going to shove them under your house so they're out of the way, and they're not subjected to the freeze thaw cycles that you have out in the open. You'll get 5 years out of those hose bibs. At some point in the future, this is just such a clunky kind of jerry-rigged system. I'm going to ask my sprinkler guy about his thoughts to sort of modernize this and make it a little bit more elegant. It's just so clunky, I can't stand it, and it's ugly too. So that is about it. I think I'm done here. Keep an eye on things. Let me know if everything's okay. We'll talk to you later.